Good morning from my bakery. This is Baker Like Anita checking in from my kitchen this morning. If you are new here, I run a bakery from home and do a lot of lifestyle, wellness, plant-based content. So stick around if you're interested in that.
And some of us come a little bit more regularly, and we grow a range of vegetables, and we kind of teach each other mostly. Nobody is particular expert. It's an indigenous food here, but has become really erased from our food system. A number of us has said that the only way we've seen sorghum before is the ground, and we've had someone, Stafford, who's come to speak to us about seeds. And now we have Muscovy, which is really amazing, from African Marmalade farms. We're doing the baby version of this. This is a real farm. And she's going to be talking to us about sorghum. So this series, which I've developed together with Smanga, who's disappeared. He's hiding that side. It's primarily a series on grain. So we're going to be learning about grains. We don't really grow a lot of grain here. It's not a particularly easy food. Grains like maize, we don't pay VAT on them because they're supposed to be a food, like a basic food, staple food, but there's VAT charged on sorghum. So it's also like just the financial systems are stopping us from eating our own food and making our own food more expensive.
Or were you with your parents, or your parents were in the city, in the urban areas, and you grew up in the rural areas, you would remember that the food you were eating, and unfortunately all of you are very young, so you kind of more of the born freeze with the young people that might have been. And I did a desktop informal research that I would go into Google and look into. If I was looking at Sierra Leone, I would say vegetables from Sierra Leone, grains from Sierra Leone, what is the staple of this country. And I would do the same thing with Burkina Faso, Ghana, Cameroon, Zambia, Angola, Swatini, Mozambique. And there were similarities in terms of what these African countries were eating. Whether it's coarse or fine, this is what you're finding in the shops. Then on the other side, you are finding the white one. And your sorghum is going to differ. Said no, cassava is eaten in over 40 African countries. So if your first contact with sorghum was through a Zambian or Zimbabwean friend, you would assume that sorghum is consumed in that particular country. And that is because what has happened in this country was that we had sorghum and millet, which were our primary and main grains. That's what we were eating before the introduction of maize. And then that got sidelined, and then instead you had maize that was promoted at the expense of the small grains. And there were a number of reasons that were advanced towards making people not to grow sorghum. The first argument they use is that 50% of what you are cultivating is going to be eaten by birds. It goes to the core of who we are. And that's what unites us. The only thing is that we are so disconnected now that we think that somebody haja, when you come across sting or that fermented sorghum porridge, you assuming and you are forgetting that each and every culture was fermenting their food. It just depends on the level of how fermented or how sour you wanted your porridge to be. We've all eaten sour porridge.
Today, I'm actually going to a tea ceremony, which is what I'm preparing for. I'm even in my dress, and I have some orders that I just want to finish up, but I have to clean up. yeah, first, and then I'm gonna wash the dishes, then finish with the order, and then hopefully put the cake in somewhere in between there, and then yeah, gonna get ready to go to a tea ceremony. I'm quite excited because it's being hosted by Chef Noni, who we've been meaning to connect with for quite some time now. So today is the day, and yeah, I'm gonna take you along. I'm just gonna start packaging my orders right now, which I'm very excited about. This is my first order that's going to Cape Town, to my friend Sarah. Shout out Sarah. And then the other one is going to Randfontein. So I have to order the lockers on Pudo, and then I'll be going to drop them off this morning before going to the tea ceremony. I have to write the date when it was packaged, so that's what I'm doing now with this permanent marker. It's not the best because it's also quite thick. I think I need a thinner one. This is my sea moss gel. If you're not aware, I'm also selling sea moss gel on Zimtoti's website, purely because it's a huge part of my wellness and my health journey that I think has incredible benefits, and just trying to share that with more people. So I have a whole health section on the website that I'm working on, and the sea moss gel and the book that I'm writing, and yeah, some other stuff and teas that are coming up on the website are all gonna be in that section of the website. The cake is ready. You made it blurry. It's like blurry. Anyway, that's the cake. It. Time to go. Okay. And
cake. And I think there's one more component, one more tea here that I forgot to mention. You.
Oh. Yes. We are the team.
A lot of times when we come to ceremonies and spaces, you see yourself as the other tea. If the 100 is not full, count the people. Because we all carry a herb that requires sometimes a bit of hot water at times, for that infusion to take place, for that oil to be released, for that essence to show up. So welcome yourself to your body, to yourself, as much as you welcome the tea to you. Teas, they have their own story. And sometimes even being silent collectively is that story, because sometimes that story doesn't always have words. And sometimes we can sit together and have tea and we can start to debate the Big Bang Theory. This is a personal experience of mine. And how we move from contraction to contraction in life. It's like this ebb and flow experience.
So everything that we grew and we turned into flour, this is, you know, so this is what this is how you would handle the stone, right? Okay, stay.
ASMR.
But the bigger stone, the one is much bigger. It doesn't move. So I picked this up at the river, by the river, in the river, at the river. I don't know which one. It was the river. and they were in two separate places. But when I picked this one up, I thought, yeah, it's gonna work out. So this is. So can I just show you quickly?
Yes.
With one. We're going to drink the stone too. Okay.
The nutrients.
So first,
You crush it.
it's a good exercise. Oh, you putting them there. Let me let this sit in there.
The pearl to make you increase your academics and stuff like that. I forgot what the pearl was called.
We had something like that too. A focus.
I know
The focus pearl.
They
It was-
recommended for exams.
Yeah, but that was some Ritalin joint.
Yes,
You see the
Passion fruit.
There's a ball, there's a small ball. That small ball becomes the passion fruit.
Oh, so there it is. Look at that. So the flower and the leaves, or just the
flower
flower
and the leaves.
itself?
Everything.
Yeah, but just here we're using the flower.
Flower. Here.
Wow, shout out.
Yeah,
Yo.
it is flowers, guys. Feel free to take flowers with you. Like your
Yes, please.
No, I mean that's
I'm sure back then go to Vuli YouTube channel.
Well, yeah, well,
Yes.
chances of that happening, like,
Yeah. That's why I'm going to feature Chef Noni in the kitchen. Acting shy, superstar chef, Zulu star. Zulu star. So please tell me about the recipe, Chef Noni.
So-
When I can.
the recipe, the main flour there is teff and sorghum.
What is that?
Teff is, it's also a grain from Africa, an ancient grain from Africa, obviously particularly used in the East, Ethiopia. So if you've had injera before, and we're going to have injera today.
Why did we start so late? To go.
Yeah, no, you must go so that we can have injera.
I'm gonna go and I'm coming back.
Because you know what you left, you know?
Yeah.
You're like,
I know that.
To make because everybody loves them. It's comfort. It is, you know, it really. I think the big story here was let's switch to our grains.
Yeah.
Let's taste them in everything else that we enjoy in the cakes, like the cake you just made. Iman Sana. So yeah, and this is it. You can have magunya.
gluten-free maguinya, bruh.
Magunya, guys.
You know?
And you
What
can
did you
have.
use to sweeten, Chef? Sorry.
I use there's coconut blossom sugar that you're having there. There's also chai masala. There's coconut. There's coconut milk.
Yeah.
There we go. And plant butter. Plant butter, yeah.
The consistency.
Also use like a banana. You can use banana. Blend the banana and mix it with your coconut milk, and you have a banana flavored mandazi. Yeah. Not flavored, even. It's a banana mandazi.
And then you put the baking powder.
And the baking powder, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, yeast. This one's like yeast for yeast.
So we are yeka and the songa.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
And have you tried with some fermenting sorghum?
Mandazis, please, yeah, at least, and some cake. So you must taste the cake. Me, I'm not a bakerist, but I try. How's the banana cake? Is it the one?
Yeah. Nice.
Banana loaf.
Divine.
There we go.
Hi, Chef. That's the part. Okay, and then it's like flat when you roll it out. Chef Noni namakringa.
I know Namakringa, guys.
Nina matrix.
She's talking about her tricks because she has amazing tricks. I want to collaborate with you.
Please.
Like for-
I want to do something with your space as well.
Yeah, man. Please get you want mandazi? Okay, sure. So she used to make every single thing from scratch. Amabele, like ukusila amabele, ukusila ingqolowa, ukusila umbila, yonke into was from scratch.
Manuscript.
Yeah. Yeah, the ancients are back! I love it! The ancients are back, man! The first ancestors are here. They have, like Ikagatu, which was Ikagatu is a dried pumpkin. So she ripens the pumpkin, harvests it from the garden, and she puts it on top of the roof. You could see it looks sweet, you know, and get enough sunshine and it gets sweet. And then she will shave it with a knife or cut into small little pieces and dry it on top of the roof. It becomes like dried pumpkin, right? And then she's gonna cook it with maize or maize, and it's sweet. And yeah. So me, I want to try it in a different way, but of course keeping the original recipe and keeping that authenticity. That authentic feel with the chabo. Nkulu, do you want a mandazi?
Nah, the kitchen is a trap, guys.
I
I gave into the trap.
Guys, no one is a victim. No one is a victim.
to this, I also, sorry my love, I also added cinnamon and cardamom. You saw this cardamom.
It tastes inspiring. Like I literally, it's taken me somewhere.
It's like that. It does that.
She did it.
Like that.
There's something missing.
Zoba.
What is that?
What's
There's
missing?
something missing you normally put.
In the shilele. Ginger?
I think so.
I did put ginger. I'm so inspired by the concept of Mandulo, you know, which was something that was given to me when I started Mandulo.
With this thing.
Stories. Let's see how far that goes.
Yes, tap into the food. Because Nama also feel like it's just a tool, actually, as well,
just a
to
tool,
connect.
Mama, to connect. And trust me, even with the plants,
Drag on the floor.
even with water, you know, like every single thing, every element, you're able to, you know. Don't mind yourself. You know, she said she's going to be here, but that's, yeah.
I was just curious, I haven't seen her long.
Yeah, no, she's I think the mountains have kept her.
Steamy, steamy.
Look how beautiful this camera is shooting.
Yo, the colors, the colors. Ay. I've never seen chakalaka engine. I personally, this is the first.
The big pot have to go.
I'm 16, she's 15. Okay. Sorry, I'm a bit nosy. I'm so curious.
Ulidlela. Hey.